All right. Now, what I spoke about earlier today. Wow, you can't even see me anymore. This is fantastic. All right. So I told you guys on the space, what are the odds that bearable guy, his username is 123, right? Now, people like to say, well, like, oh, you know that, like, how do you know? It could have been anything. Fine. That's not how it works. Sorry, it's not. It can't just be anything. It has to be something. Now, in 2018, we have a cartoon bear who people think is fake. And like I said, in 2019, they were Freemasons. So if you were to take this, which I've shown multiple times for 3 years in a row, but nobody remembers, okay? If you take this point, does my finger come into the screen at any point in time? Like, hello? What the fuck are you guys looking at then? Oh, wait, what the hell am I looking at then? Oh, I'm looking at the picture. Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Hold on. I need this open. Okay, that makes more sense. Whoa. I don't even want to know what just happened there. Let's just not do that again. And let's go back to that. Okay. What is going on? All right, so I'm just going to use my iPad as the reference point. Right? All right, so I told you guys that if you take the marker, okay, typically December would be here, March would be here, June would be here, and then September would be here. Correct? Yes? No? Yes. Right? Okay, great. So then people are like, well, what kind of calendar do they use? Well, why the fuck do you think I posted this for 3 years all the time? So you have here June 21st at the top. You have March or September on the east side. Okay, then you have December here. Then you have March there. Now, there is a reason why they call this part hell and this part heaven, because this is associated with winter, and winter also has Capricorn, and Capricorn's the devil, and that's why we call it Lucifer. And we have at the top sunniest or the brightest day of the year, 6/21. So that is why in November 8th, I wrote, to get to heaven, you have to take the stairway from hell. And David Schwartz wrote, we are nearly halfway there. So if this is December 21st, and he commented on 11/8, we're nearly halfway there. Why do you think he said that? Because he's talking about here. He's talking about we're nearly to the halfway point of here. That's why he said it before December 21st. Because if he said it after, well, then we already passed halfway. So that makes no sense. That's why on 11/8, he said we're nearly halfway, because we almost reached the halfway point. And that halfway point is the stairway to heaven from hell. Come on, folks. Not that hard. So, back to bearable guy. By the way, this is how I was doing classes, but not exactly, but this is the method I was using. I was using the webcam with the TV, and yeah. So if you take this logic and apply it to what we know, what do we do know? This is the calendar. So fine. If bearable guy has in his name 123 since 2018, what does that tell you? Well, maybe pay attention to 123. Bearable guy also has his face on top of a sun. Wow. So maybe the sun's important. So if the sun's important, we should be paying attention to this region, because that's when the sun comes out. Does it not? It does. So we focus on this region. Now, if bearable guy has 1, 2, 3 in his name, does it not clue in at any point in time that if we get here, June 21st, 2022, okay, we do not, that is the beginning of the year. So last year, in June 21st, 2022, is the first month of 2022. Light bulb moment, hello. Not that hard, right? So, if we get here, trying to see where, you know what, this is not too bad. Let's zoom in. If we get here, okay, it's June 21st, 2022 in your calendar. But in their calendar, this is month 1, right? Could it be, if we're following this logic? So month 1, 122, 222, 322, 422, 522, 622, 722, 1820, what did he say? 822, 922, 1022, 1122, 1222, 1322, or 1, 2, 3, because now we've crossed June 21st, 2023, and now we're starting 1, 2, 3. Do you understand? Because we've just finished 22, one cycle of 22, now 23 begins. And is it not coincidental that, or ironic, or odd, that XRP got clarity in 1, 2, 3, or 1322, in the exact time frame that a cartoon bear told you, and had in his name for the last 6 years. What I just explained is extremely easy to understand. It's very logical. It wasn't, I didn't have to do mind tricks to just make you understand what I just said. It's very simple. You know, if this is January for us, well, just take January, make it June. So when it was June 22, it was technically the end of 21. Now they start the cycle of 22. Why is this getting low? Is that just my TV? Maybe. I don't know. There we go. So when this is, if this was January, you know, we go around January 22. It's 22 until we get here, January 23. Well, if this is 6/22, it's technically not 22 until the 21st cycle, then the 22nd cycle, and then the 23rd cycle starts when we get to June 2023 is the beginning of this 23rd cycle. First cycle, 1, 2, 3, or you can technically do 13/22. It's up to you, because there is no 13/22 in a calendar. There's only 12 months in a calendar. There isn't a 13. So if there's a 13, there's a 22. There's one extra. So then the 13 becomes 1, and then the 22 becomes a 23. 1, 2, 3. So this is why I'm not a good teacher. Yeah, so that's exactly what I was just explaining today. Isn't it not odd that a cartoon bear 6 years ago had in its name this specific time frame, and XRP got clarity in this specific time frame? That didn't happen by accident. Just letting you know. So anyone who thinks that riddles are full of shit, they're full of shit themselves. That's why 6 years later they still talk about them. Being numerologist didn't say it. That isn't numerology. There was no numerology involved in this whatsoever. Literally 0. Numerology is 1 + 1. I did not do anything to get 1 + 1. I just changed the new year because that is the new year in this calendar. There is no numerology in here at all. 0. I didn't add one number to any other number this entire time. Just letting you guys know. So, picking out a Lambo yachts. Anyways, and the comments are just making me mad. So now the comments are making me mad. Back to I can't. Back to this is why I don't decode for others. Try my best to keep calm here. Emmanuel, feng shui, Emmanuel, feng shui. So what do you see right now? You just see, oh, right. You see my face. Let me just go back and get out of here. All right. So I hope that was fascinating for you all.